Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Honda. Good morning. Hey. Good morning, y'all. Team Lena. Good morning. Good morning, baby. How y'all doing? Hey, the lady man. Good morning. Yeah, I'm kind of, I'm just, I'm heartbroken, y'all. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, Cindy, you just gotta let go. And I know I do. But it's hard letting somebody go after 24 years. And I know y'all say she grown, but I miss her so much, y'all. I miss my baby. She been gone 4 days now. And it's like my house so quiet and empty and it's lonely. I'm just my baby be 25 this year and I know, my daughter just talked to me. She said, Mom, you gotta let her go. But when you're around somebody 24 years, it's hard to just let go. She ain't never moved out, y'all. I know a lot of people was, you know, talking about it's time for her to move out, but it ain't as easy as said. I miss her so much. She came over here last night. She had some packages delivered yesterday, and she came up here last night and got her package. She sat over here with me for about 2 hours. I was cooking some sloppy joe. We was just talking, and I broke down crying. I said, I said, you'll be back. She said, Mom, don't say that. I think my baby just want to, grow up. She felt like she was a kid living here. And I don't know. But yeah, but I miss my baby. But I know I understand it. And she gotta, grow up. She grown, y'all. You know, she gotta make her own decisions. And I can't be selfish with her. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep her here with me. Because when she gets sick, I was there. She have to go to the doctor. I'm there. I'm telling her what to do when she gets sick. What if she gets sick when I'm not around? Who gonna take care of my baby? I miss her so much. But it ain't like I can't talk to her. I can talk to her, I can see her, at least. But it ain't nothing like her being in the next room, you know. But yeah, yep, y'all gonna be the same way one day. I mean, you gotta understand, 24 years is a long time to be with somebody and, share everything we talk. When I come in from work, she already be at work. She come in, sit on my bed, and we just talk about things. And I know I have my husband, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing like having your daughter, sitting here and talk to you. And Exactly. Exactly. She was just, like my best friend, you know? Yep. I know y'all probably said this later right here, but it's just, oh my God, y'all. It's really painful. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. I'm gonna go show y'all her room. Let me turn the camera on. Let me see. I don't want to get on me. My hair all over my head. So this is her room, y'all. She done left her room. She done took everything. Nothing. Won't put his chair in here because I gave her my chair. Everything gone. Her perfume. She left a few things here. But it's just so lonely without her, you know? Just a memory. I'm going to leave her room like it is. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I don't even know how to put this thing back on. Yeah. I just miss her. That's all. I mean, I know y'all probably said, well, she got to grow up sometime. I understand that. I do. I understand she got to grow up. But you got to understand where I'm coming from, too. I just miss her. I miss my baby. It's 24 years living with somebody. Not only she's my baby, she my best friend. Like somebody just said, she your best friend. Yeah, she my best friend. My other daughters are my best friend too. But they left a long time ago. I'm good with that. But my baby, my last baby, she been with me 24 years, y'all. Man, that girl spoiled, and I know she got to grow up. I know that. That's what I realized. She have to grow up. I have to let her go, but it still don't stop me from hurting the way I do. Exactly. Exactly, Jen. Exactly. You can cry, and who don't like it, y'all can be removed. The fuck. Thank you, babe. I know that's right. You know exactly. They gotta understand that I've been with my baby for 24 years. 24. That's a long time to be with somebody and then all of a sudden they gone. I know she ain't gone forever. You know what I'm saying? I could reach out to her anytime, but just going in her room, seeing her in there working and, you know, her coming in here talking to me, we laughing, we texting each other from the next room. Man, them memories, you know what I'm saying? Just not having her here with me. It's like, okay, like in there. My whole living room is just my living room, dining room, kitchen. It's just a dark place now. I went in there and fixed me some cereal, and it's just lonely. I'm like, dang, it's quiet. It's quiet. Dirter, he here, but he don't really just talk, interact much like she do. That's my grandson. Boys are different from girls. You know, I can't sit and talk to Dirter like I can talk to my daughter. I'm sure you prepare her well to finally move out. It's a win, but I know it's the yes, mad dog. It hurts. I know I did. And she wanna grow up, mad dog, she wants to, get out and, live in her own place. And, I'm happy for her, but at the same time I'm hurt. And I know she'll probably never come back and stay here. She said, well, I'm grown now, and I said, I know. I said, but you still my baby. She said, I've been crying too much. She said, but I got to, I got to just do this. She said, it's something that I got to do. She said, I miss you. I said, I miss you. And Gwyneth said, my oldest worked out of town for 2 months and I was devastated. Girl. So you know how I feel, don't you? I know a lot of people gonna say she's so crazy crying. Yeah, I'm crying because I love my baby. We love our kids. People who really love our kids, we love our kids. It's some people out here don't even give a rat's butt about their kids. But when you find a mother that really love her kids, man, it's hard and it's gonna show. I show. People don't even really like kids, but guess what? I love them. I have been around kids all my life, ever since I was 15 when I had my first son. And that's all I know is my kids. You know what I'm saying? Man, dog said, empty houses feel lonely, especially when you really only communicated with that person more. Exactly. And that's how I feel, girl. It's so lonely. I'm just laying here, my days off. I said, okay, I can't wait till Wednesday. I could just lay here and just relax. And I can't relax because I ain't gonna say I'm stressed out. I'm just sad. I'm sad. I'm just sad. But I know it, in due time I'll get past it. Even Walt. I said, well, you gonna miss Lucretia? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, Walt don't nothing move him. And I was just talking to him last night. He said, yeah, I'm a miss her. Just her being around. He been around 6 years with her. And imagine I've been around 24 years. So I'm hurting. But I know I'm gonna get past it. I don't think I'm gonna leave here from a broken heart. But I get past. I be thinking. I said, okay, I did good yesterday at work. I didn't think about it much. I didn't, cheer up or nothing like that, like I've been doing. I said maybe I'm getting past it, but now look at me. I'm breaking down again. She sat in at that table last night, and I was cooking this sloppy Joe, and we was just talking, and I kind of got a little. She said, "Mom, don't cry, cause you gonna start me to crying." And I said, okay. I'm being strong. I just gotta be strong. I keep telling myself I just gotta be strong. And then I told her I was gonna come see her today. I'm gonna go see her in her apartment today because this is my first day off since she moved. And I want to go visit her apartment, just to see how everything. She FaceTimed me the day she moved in, and it's really nice, y'all. It's real nice. It's real nice. I mean, when I say real nice, it's nice. So she said, I accomplished two things, Mom, within less than a year. She said, I got me a Tesla and I got my place. And she said, I'm proud of me. I said, I'm proud of you too. But she been said she wanted a Tesla for a long time. When they first came, she said, I'm going to give me a Tesla. I said, you would like them cars? I said, I don't like them. She said, yeah, I want me one. And it's crazy because she couldn't drive that Honda Civic. I used to drive it for her. She could drive, but she didn't like to drive because she was uncomfortable. She almost had a bad accident when she first got that car. So it kind of, made her where she didn't want to drive the car. But when she got that Tesla, y'all, it was like she could drive. She can do, I mean, it was like, I guess it motivated her. When you want something, it motivates you more, I guess. So she drives a Tesla. Then she said, I accomplished two things. I want it. So I said, it's good. And I ain't mad. I love my baby. I'm happy for her. I'm just hurt. I'm just hurt. If you didn't cry, I would be concerned. That's normal for 11 parent. Exactly. Because I love them. Oh, man, dog, man. I love all my kids. But that's my baby. That's the last one. And the crazy part, I told her last night, I still look at you as a little girl. She 24, but she act like a baby. She got a baby voice, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever heard her little voice. She just was babyfied. And I think that came from me and her daddy, just babyfied. All these years she been here. But I guess because I remember when she was younger, she was probably about 11 or 12. And I used to baby talk to her. Hey, Mama Boo. And she'd be like, Mom, stop talking baby talk to me. I'm not a baby. My baby ain't never wanted to be a baby, but she was always my baby. You know what I'm saying? She don't like that old baby fine stuff. So, but she just want to grow up, and I understand that. Because when I left home, I don't even know. I was 17 when I left home. I don't even know if my mama, even cared. Because it was like, but I was back. You see what I'm saying? I leave, go stay with my friends. I ain't stay with no boy. I was staying with my friends, being fast and want to, be out because my mama didn't allow us to be out past 12. We had to be in her house. So I said, I'm leaving. I got mad and I went around my friend house, which it was around the corner. But I was back because, things didn't work out with my friend and me. We was living with her dad. And it was just crazy. So I ended up back at home. I was back and forth. So my mom already knew I was coming back probably. But when I did finally leave, my mama helped me get my first apartment. I got it was an apartment where I ain't had to pay with like $37 a month, 27 or $37 a month. So mama went over there and helped me apply for it. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, times are different now. And I think I was like 18 when my mama did that. So, but 18, it's some years, and you got to understand that and then I had kids. You see what I'm saying? I had two kids before 18. So my mom was probably ready for me to get out, but my daughter don't have any kids. She's not a problem. That's my best friend. She my confidant. She the person that I go to when I don't understand something. I'm just saying, like, these things that I'm trying to figure things out computer wise or something like that. She's there to help me. She's so smart and intelligent, y'all. She graduated at 17. Very smart girl. I mean, when I tell you she's very smart. She was going to school to be a nurse, remember? She was going to Concord. She ended up quitting because COVID. And she was like, Mom, I'm thinking about going back to nursing school. I said, well, that'll be a good thing too. She said, because I want to be a nurse. And that's another thing she want to accomplish. So, you know, I don't know. Yep, I love my kids. They turned out wonderful too. Exactly. Especially when your kids turn out, I can knock on wood and I can say none of my kids have ever had to go to jail. None of them has ever been in any big trouble. Yeah, a driving ticket or something like that. But I'm talking about, doing things to people and, out there, doing everything, selling drugs. Never. My kids never did nothing like that. They gonna be humans, they gonna get into stuff they don't supposed to get into. But I'm talking about major trouble, no. And I'm proud of my kids, y'all. People would say she didn't raise her kids, her mama didn't raise her. That goes to show you people don't know nothing about people when they talk about people on this internet. You don't know me in real life. You don't know my heart. You don't know my stories. You know what I'm saying, with my kids. That's the hurt part. And then, they said my mama that raised me. My mom did the best she could for her 5 kids. I lost a sister and a brother, and she still was strong for us. And that's why people need to keep their mouth on people, because you really don't know. You don't know their life. You don't know what people go through. I was talking to this lady at work yesterday, and she was in front of me. And she just turned around. We just started talking, and she was telling me that she lost her 19-year-old son on the 17th. It'll be a year this year. And this month, I'm sorry. This month. And we was just talking, and she said, you know what? I used to judge people. She said, but when I lost my son, she said, I can't judge nobody, because we never know what people go through. She said, you never know what people go through. She said, I would never judge nobody else. She said, I usually give my opinion on stuff. She said, since I lost my son, and she in a lonely spot too, y'all. At least I can still talk to my daughter. She can't even talk to her son anymore. You know what I'm saying? He was 19, y'all. And she said, I just purchased a house, and his room is still the same way it was when he left. She said, I told her, I said, it's funny that you was telling me the story. I said, because my 24-year-old, moved out 4 days ago. And she was like, at least you can still talk to her. She said, let her go. She said, let her grow up. Let her live. And I said, yeah, you're right. Let her live. And I felt so much, better when she talked to me, because she can't even talk to her son anymore, y'all. And that lady she said, you know what, have you ever heard of people dying from a broken heart? I said, I was just telling my daughter that. She said, I just feel like, I'm going to die from a broken heart. I said, no, you not. And I was encouraging her. I said, no, you not. She said, sometimes I feel like I am. She said, I can't go on without him. She said, but I never, let him go. I never, forget about him. I said, no, you ain't gonna never forget. We love our kids. When you love your kids, you love your kids. It's very rare these days that parents really love their kids the way we love our kids. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare. People hurting their babies, man. They out here doing anything, starving their kids. I could never imagine doing no kid like that. That's alone my own kids. I could never do kids like that. And y'all know what I was thinking about a while back? I said, maybe I should adopt some kids. But I said, no, because adopted kids, they already, unless I adopt some little babies or whatever, but kids that's already like their age and stuff like that, sometimes they already out of control. So, I don't know if I could love kids like that. I could love them, but would they let me love them? That's what I'm saying. Would they let people love them? They probably been mistreated all their life. You know what I'm saying? Will they even allow somebody to love them? Could I put up with trying to love a kid that don't, want to be loved, because I have so much love in my heart for kids. Because I know y'all, man, it's crazy out here. This world is crazy. People don't really love their children. And then when you really love your kids, people still don't believe that you love your kids. And I love my daughters. I love my sons. I love kids. I love Dara. Why y'all think that I took Dara in? You think I just did it to be, just to be a good grandmother? No. I did it because I love him. And I tell him every day. He tell me when I get off the phone with him. I called him yesterday. I said, what you doing? He said, nothing. Just get out of school. I said, oh, okay. I love you. He said, I love you, grandma. You know, kids know when you really love them, y'all. He know. I asked him, I said, Dad, you want to go stay with a Chris? He said, I want to stay here with you. You know why? Because he's safe. And yeah, that's what my daughter said last night. She said, Mom, she said, at least when I was staying with you, I know I was safe. I said, you're going to be safe. You just got to get protection in your house. You know what I'm saying? I said, just get some protection. That's all you need. Because you stay in an apartment complex, so you know how that go. But I said, just get you some protection. You still protected. And pray. I said, God gonna protect you. Pray. You just gotta pray. Stay prayed up. That's what I do. But she know I do 100 years for y'all. But and one of them and my grandkids. I didn't live my life. I wouldn't want to. And I ain't gonna put that out in the atmosphere, but I will. And she knew that. She know, and I guess what? It still will. I ain't far away. I supposed to be going to visit her today, so hopefully, I won't break down again. I'm just tired of crying. I just want to be strong, y'all. Yes, me too, sis. All I have is my kids. It's always been us. Just us. Exactly. That's it. That's how it's just been me and my kids. Walked for 6 years. But it ain't nothing like your kids. Even though you have a husband, and it ain't nothing like having your kids where you could vent to. You know what I'm saying? You can vent to your husband and your spouse, but I'm just saying to really, we laugh and she be like, Mom, look, this on sale. You say you wanted them. Like the Adidas sandals I had end up getting. She always tell me about sales and she'll call me in there and say, Mom, you like this? You know what I'm saying? It's just something different about your kids. I don't care. Just because the wrapper is wrinkly doesn't mean the candy ain't sweet. I know that's right. Exactly. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's why I just keep myself busy, constantly doing laundry and other stuff to keep my mind occupied. Exactly. And then I washed a load of clothes this morning. I went in there and I had cause I have so many water bottles sitting over here. So I took like 4 water bottles and then I threw them in the trash. And I went in the washroom. I just look around and I seen some towels that was just placed in the washer. So I said, let me start this washer. And I will wash clothes. I'm gonna take this cover and stuff, dirt or all his little stuff. I'm gonna just wash today, and I'm gonna clean my house. It's supposed to rain. If it rain, I ain't gonna go out to her apartment. But if it don't, I'm gonna go out there and see her for a little while. I know she don't get off until 4:30, so and it's dark. Well, it don't get dark early in the morning. I don't think. No, it's dark in the morning, so it's light because it was light yesterday when I got off work, which I got off at 3. Y'all know I don't stay long. I couldn't stay yesterday. I'm having problems on my left foot, and it ain't that not on the top of it. It's that corn again, y'all. I'm gonna have to get that corn removed. I got to. I'm gonna have to go to that foot doctor, and I'm gonna have to let him see that corn on my toe. It's really giving me problems. I couldn't even work yesterday because my foot was hurting so bad. So that's another problem that I'm having. I'm so proud of her, sis. I'm proud of her too, Kiki. I am. I'm proud of her. I just miss my baby. I ain't mad. I ain't, being spiteful. I ain't nothing. I just love her and miss her. That's it. You know how you just miss something and somebody so bad? That's how I feel, you know. No ill feeling, no mad, no anger, nothing like that. I'm proud of her. And I know she had to do it. She did. Look, she did better than I did because I left early. I left at 17 trying to be grown. At least she, you know, thought about everything she wanted to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to accomplish this. I want to accomplish that. And she said, I did too, with less than a year. As a matter of fact, it was less than, because she got her car probably about 5 months ago. And she got her own place, you know, this month. So, hey, 6 months, she didn't accomplish something. And I'm proud too. I'm proud of her. Good morning, Miss Mill 69. How are you? What's for breakfast? I ate some cereal this morning. I don't even feel like cooking. I might cook something this evening. I'm tired of spending money going out to eat. So I fixed some sloppy joe yesterday. My deep freezer still full of food, y'all. Chicken, pork chops, pizzas, everything. I ain't really been cooking, you know. Cause when I work, I be tired. But yeah, Glenn say, I'm going back to work. Love you. Once again, if you don't support her, please move the fuck around. She has a right to express herself on her. Can't nobody tell me nothing about my kids. I love my kids. I'm gonna forever love my kids. Walt feel like he been said this, um, all grown people need to be on their own. He said his family grew up like that, he said Darius and Zaddy had to get out when they were grown. But for me, I see them coming back and forth. So that goes to show parents that love their kids, door gonna always be open. You know what I'm saying? And mine's gonna always be open. She said, "Mom, I'm gonna leave my bedroom suit in there." I said, "Yeah, leave it in there, cause if you have to come back." She said, "I hope I don't ever have to come back." She said, "But yeah, if I have to come back, I have somewhere you know, to come back to." And I told her, "Yeah, yeah." But everybody, you see, one thing you got to understand about life: everybody rules don't apply to you. Some people don't want their kids that after 18. You know what I'm saying? When you 18, you got to go. I have heard people say that you 18, you got to go. That don't apply to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care if my kid's 40. My oldest son can come and stay with me. My second son can come stay with me. My oldest daughter can come stay with me. The second oldest daughter, third, fourth, and my baby can come stay with me anytime. My door will always be open. If you have to sleep on one of them couches in there, I ain't gonna let my kids be out, in no cold and in no dark. That's just how I am, though. That's how my heart works. I'm different from everybody. You can state your opinion all you want to. Well, man, I'm not saying nobody in here, but I'm just saying you can state your opinion and say, well, I feel like all grown kids need to get out. They can't come back home. Well, that's your household. We different. Good morning, saying I know it hurts, but be happy for her. The love y'all have for each other will always be there. Exactly, Annie Boo. Exactly. Thank you, babe. It will always be there. And like I said, at least I can reach out and touch my baby and still talk to my baby. That's the part that keep me going. I can still talk to her, and she said, "Mom, be coming over here," and I can hug. I hugged her so tight before she left last night. Yeah. you know, be strong for her. I am Christine Bay. I got to. I got to be strong. I have to. It's a must, girl. And you know what I think? I said, dang, man, I don't want to leave here with a heart or a broken heart. But that'll be crazy because I still got her. You see what I'm saying? But that's how I was feeling the first day she left, girl. No, not the first day. When she left that when I was at work. So she locked her bedroom door. We have the little keys that they left in the house to open the door if your door get locked, if you get locked out. So I told Ward, I said, open her door for me. I didn't go in there that night though. I went in there that next morning. Girl, I broke down. You hear me? I'm like, oh my God. I started texting her. I said, oh, I miss you so much. Because I knew she was at work. No, a matter of fact, she hadn't started work. That's what we were talking about later. She said, Mom, she said, I never thought I was going to get that reaction from you. I said, what reaction? She said, you text me. And then she said, you called me. She said, it was good that you called me just before I started work. Because she said, I started crying. She wasn't expecting me to act like this, y'all, crying and stuff. I don't know why. She know I love her dirty drawers. I love my baby, man. Oh, my God. Girl, I'm already hormone and menopause, and you got me crying too. Oh, Miss Lovely, no, babe. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just an emotional wreck. You know how I am. When I love something, I love it. That's just like when Walt left. Yeah, I was mad, and I asked him to leave. But guess what? I missed him. Cause then you lay and think about all the good things that people have done for you, all the good things, the smiles they put on your face, and the way they love on you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I started thinking like, dang, Walt a good man. I shouldn't have never let him go. And it wasn't about material thing. Walt just a great person. He got his crazy ways. We all do. Who ain't? We all got our little old crazy ways. But at the end of the day, we sit down and we weigh out our options. The good, the bad. So we had more good times than bad times. So I'm like, yeah, I want my well, he want my hub. I want my man back. And so yeah, I was, hurt behind that one. We argue now. But now that we married, it ain't so easy for me to say, you need to leave or I'm leaving or nothing like that. It ain't that easy. And I don't want him to leave. And like I was telling my daughter, I said, so she got a little boyfriend or whatever. I said, even if things don't go right or y'all get in a little argument, that don't mean y'all got to give up on each other. You know what I'm saying? Argument now when he start getting if he get violent, then that's the time to leave. But if he don't never get violent, y'all just have a little old simple argument. It's okay to argue. Everybody argues. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a disagreements. Ain't nothing gonna be perfect. Nothing. And I always stress this, ain't nothing in this world perfect. Nothing. So, you know how that go. But, yeah. Good morning, Cindy and Chat. Peace and blessings to all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, beautiful cooking with Unique. Happy Wednesday, my love. My son left when he was 26 and married. Okay, y'all. Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry about that. That was my friend Teresa calling. So Miss Love, let me read this over. My son left when he was 26 and married a year later. So he left at 20. Is that 25 or 26? My eyes, girl. So it was 26. He was 26. So he had been with you all them years, Miss Lovely. Oh my God, I know you was hurt too, baby. Girl. Girl, don't it hurt to let our babies go? And then Christine said, yes, my door is always open. Mine too, Christine. I ain't lying, mine too. That's me saying my kids can always come back home. Right, you cooking. Exactly. I know that's the way I'm gonna feel when my girls move out. They all already looking for them in a place to go, and they moving in together. Oh man, exactly. Yeah, you gonna feel like that, girl. I'm telling you. And when you do, I need you to let me know, because you're gonna be like, oh, Cindy, I felt you. I felt you when my kids end up moving, girl. I felt your pain. You know, I know some people believe in just letting their kids grow up. And I want my daughter to grow up and be grown. She's 24. It's time. But it still don't stop you from hurting when they leave. Especially when you ain't been around somebody that long. That's a husband too, girl. If people be out here talking about they been married, what, 28, 30 years, let them leave. You gonna cry like a newborn baby. You gonna cry. I don't care. You could be the strongest person God put guts in. You're gonna still cry. I promise you are. You gonna cry. Especially if you have a heart. Only heartless people don't, it don't bother heartless people. You know what I'm saying? You know? But when you got a heart of gold like me and a lot of people, yeah. It's hard to just go on, when somebody been around you so long. People just don't, want to show it, but I'm a cancer. I don't care. I'm going to show my feelings. I'm going to show my feelings regardless. Yep. Wait a minute. Christine said? Nothing perfect. Wait, loves you and your love. Wait a minute. Oh, you said Walt. Walt loves you and you loves him. If Walt didn't want to be there, he wouldn't have came back to you. Exactly. Because you could really, even on them video he was doing, you could tell he wasn't happy. He wouldn't. And people said, he ain't happy with you, girl. Yeah, he happy with me. He might not show it because Walt is not a person that show his feelings. I wear my feelings on my sleeve. He doesn't. He the type, well, men different from women anyway. Walt can be hurting y'all and he won't even tell me. Y'all remember that time he had that toothache and I was at the dentist with him? He was saying all the time, I'm all right, I'm good. But I seen him constantly taking them ibuprofen. I said, Walt, your tooth is hurting you. He said, yeah. I said, why didn't you just say it? He said, well, I can take it. I said, no. It ain't about taking it. It can cause a bad infection in your mouth, your gum. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to the doctor and check on yourself. I see him taking ibuprofen now, and I be like, "What's wrong with you?" And he'll say, "Oh, I got a little headache." I said, "Wow, you need to go to the doctor and get stuff checked out. When you hurting, you need to let it be known. Cause baby, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm hurting, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, my foot hurt like yesterday. He was like, I was calling him when I left work. He said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "My doggone corn on my toe hurting. I couldn't work. My feet was killing me." Both of them. My feet, period, was hurting. But this left foot over here, with that corn on it, it was really killing me. Because what I did, y'all, and I think I did something different. I wore some thicker socks yesterday. I be wearing dirty old thick socks, and it hurted it made my shoes tight on my foot. You know what I'm saying? So it was pressing down on that corn over here, y'all. Y'all done seen it? I don't care how much I pick at this thing and try to get that core out. It's killing me. So, but yeah, I couldn't work. But if anything hurt me, I'm running to the doctor. I don't care what it is. I'm running to the doctor. That's just women. I think women just different. Men think they can just, handle pain. And they probably can, but it's still good to go and get yourself checked out. Because sometimes, waiting too long can cause bigger issues and stuff. I ain't waiting. When my stomach hurt, and like when I go to the doctor, I told y'all my stomach was hurting and I was pooping. Yeah, I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to the doctor. If they have to give me an X-ray on my head, a CAT scan on my head, I don't care what you got to do. Tell me what's going on. That's why I had stopped them from giving me all them CAT scans because I was having them so often. My stomach, my head, anything that was hurt, they do a CAT scan just like that. No, you ain't gonna keep on doing it. But I'm gonna tell you if I'm hurting or not. But men, that they tend to, cope with their pain, and that ain't good. It ain't no good thing. Uh, won't need to get a checkup anyway to get blood work to make sure things good. Exact. I have told him that he need a colonoscopy. He's 49 now. Guess what he say though? I can't take out work. If you can take out work for 2 weeks every July, you can take out work to get your health in order. And I tell him that he don't like when I say that, but I mean it's the truth. I beg him to go and get a colonoscopy, and I beg him to go get, just blood work, period. But see, like people say, well, they feel like if they wife all right, they all right. No, his health ain't got nothing to do with mine. Nothing. He listen, I have checked Walt blood pressure before, y'all. Y'all think I'm lying. His blood pressure be high. Sometimes higher than mine. Mine don't even be high no more. Mine is controlled by medicine, of course. But Walt, he ain't been having high blood. His blood pressure ain't been high lately. But when I was checking, he'll say, check my blood pressure for me. That's a sign that you ain't feeling good right there to come and even ask me to do that. And so I check because I got a blood pressure thing. I got a blood pressure thing, a temp thing. I got everything we need because that's the way I am. I have been like this all my life. I got what I need because of my health problems and I got kids, grandkids. When they come over here, I do them. But I check Walt's as well. And his blood pressure be high sometimes, y'all. And I tell Walt, I say, you need to go and, just go to the doctor, get your blood work checked and stuff like that. They'll tell you, you know. Just like my son. My son had terrible headaches, y'all. I'm talking about headache, migraine. What you call it, a migraine headache? When you throw up. Yes. And guess what? Will not go to the doctor to be diagnosed with whatever he got going on, high blood pressure. I would think it's high blood pressure because I'm gonna tell you why I think it's high blood pressure. Every time he eats something like ribs or something like that, steak, he get a bad headache. I said that's a sign of high blood pressure. But I don't want to diagnose nobody because you know what I say. I'm not diagnosing anybody. Go to the doctor and let them tell you. But people feel like if they get on that high blood pressure medicine, it ain't no coming out. I felt the same way. But I promise y'all, it helps me. It helps so much. My heart, I'm going to tell you how I know my blood pressure be, I ain't going to say high, but when I need to take my pills, my heart start beating real fast. It's called, what you call that? It's called, what do you call that, y'all? It's a rhythm. It beats real fast. I said hard. I mean real fast, y'all. And then look, it'll stop. And I take my medicine and it won't come back until I miss my medicine again. Now it ain't gonna start unless I miss my medicine for like 2 days in a row. If I miss 2 days in a row, it's gonna start being real fast. It let me know, look, you need to take your medicine. And I do it. Wait a minute. What y'all said? Nicole said, oh no, let's go on up a little bit. Vicky. Okay, I read that. Vicky said, I know that's right, especially when you blessed to have health insurance. Exactly. Exactly, girl. Ain't no excuse. My husband, he goes to the doctor. I don't have to worry about him. Girl, I wish my husband would. I really do. Especially, he been shot 13 times. I would run to the hospital, girl. I mean, to the doctor every chance I get. Cause while his stomach small, they had to cut something. I guess make his stomach small or whatever. That's why he be losing weight the way he do. Now he done picked up a weight. And it's crazy because sometimes Walt looks smaller and he look like he just frail. But sometimes he look like now this week he looking really healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But Walt been shot 13 times. In his stomach, he can't even eat that much, y'all. He eat, and then he don't eat that much. Sometimes, so yesterday I fixed the sloppy joe, and I came back in here and I laid down because my daughter was over here. And we was talking. We come back in the room. And I asked, was he ready? He said, I fixed my own plate. I said, okay. So, excuse me, y'all. I'm yawning. I got up so early this morning. But, so I said, how many sandwiches you eat, babe? He said, two. Sometimes he be real hungry. Sometimes he don't. But like I told him, I said, it's a good thing to just go get a checkup. I ain't gonna lie. I go to the doctor. I go to the doctor. I go to the doctor. They probably get sick of seeing me. I don't care. I do not care. Take care of me. Take care of me, baby. Let me see. Nicole say, oh no. Christine said, yeah, he need to get his colonoscopy. Yeah, he needed. He needed. Never lose my appetite. That's crazy. I eat, baby. I'm gonna eat. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I don't lose my appetite. Only time I lost my appetite is when I had COVID that time. I didn't eat for like almost a month, y'all. But I was drinking. They made sure I drank my orange juice and my water and what the hell, orange juice. They would bring me unsweetened tea, stuff like that. For the 14 days I was in the hospital, I ain't eat to them last days when I get ready to come home. And then, I was sick like 2 weeks before I went to the hospital. So I really didn't even get changed. I lost weight behind it too. Y'all know that? I ain't got to tell y'all. Y'all been following me long enough to know I'm not lying. So it said, Samson, drink lemon water. Wait a minute, lemon water and ginger and the service phone. Huh? What you say, Nicole? Hold on. Let me see what you saying, babe. I got to sit up. It said, Samson, drink lemon water and ginger, and the service found a tumor every morning, and service from a tumor every. Huh? A tutor? Are you said a phone? Oh, a phone service tutor every morning, and a service from a tutor every. What? I don't understand what you're saying, Nicole. Boo. Keep on him, sent. Tell him you will go with him, but he needs to go and get a checkup and his colon. I be on his ass, man. I do, Christine. You just don't know. Yeah, Vicky, that's what they call palpitations. Palpitation? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, heart palpitations. But Christine, to get back to what you were saying, I do. I be on his ass, man. You heard me. But he won't listen. Let me tell y'all something. Walt is a Sagittarius. That man don't listen to nothing nobody say. I be on, I can't miss no days I work. I said, yes, you can. If I take a colonoscopy, I remember you prepped for 2 days. Yes, I did. It was well worth it too. So you gotta do that. I be telling him, y'all. Y'all think I don't, but I swear I do. Thank you, Vicky Boo. You back, man. Now, hey, Boo, you back. Thank you for coming back. I need it, y'all. Wait a minute. Gwen, I missed her. She said, honey, I know the feeling. It's always been me and my two sons, now 26 and 21-year old, and they still live with me, and I wouldn't have it no other way. I'm single, and I'd be bored. Oh, my God. I'm married, and I'd be bored, girl, without my baby. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Man. Girl, it's so bored. It's so dark. If I walk through this house and show y'all, it's just like a dark space right now. You know what I'm saying? It's so dark. The kitchen. Well, I got up and cut the lights off this morning. The outside lights, but we keep the stove light on all day. Oh, excuse me, y'all. We keep the stove light, the top of the stove light, it be on all night. So I get up and I turn it off. I got up about 7 this morning and turn everything off. And now it's just a dark space in there. And I went in there and I was fixing me some cereal. I said, dang, it feels so lonely. It feels so empty without her being here, you know. Even though she'll be in that room working, I just know she in there. Now she gone. Y'all see her room? It's just empty. It's empty, empty. Uh Christine said you will be all right. She has to do it on her own. She will come visit. Yes, she will. She said it. She said that last night. She said, Mom, you can come visit me anytime and I'll come visit you. Yep, she's more like my best friend. Yeah. My son is 15 years old and I hope he stay with me. Oh, simply. I know. I know you're gonna miss him when he do leave. But I'm gonna tell you something about boys. They leave before the girls sometimes. They been and found them a little girlfriend. A lady was fussing about that at work. She ride with her son to work. Or both of them work at Amazon. She was like, yeah, he been at his girlfriend's house for 2 weeks. And I said, girl, let that man have some fun. And look at me. I'm telling her to let him have some fun. But I'm crying about my baby. Ain't that crazy, y'all? You don't see the same way as them boys, because you know them boys can take care of themselves. It be the girl's girl. Oh my God, y'all. And then she probably like, Shay Hay said, why she crying? Shay, you ain't been listening? My baby left, girl. I know y'all said she ain't no baby. She 24. My 24-year-old moved out 4 days ago, and I just been upset. That's all. Simple said, oh, don't cry. Made me cry, saying, I'm a crybaby. You a crybaby too, Ramona? Yeah, I am. Oh, you got some little babies. Mine 6, 5, and 3. So I know I'm gonna be the same way one day. Yeah, you are. Girl, them your babies, man. You gonna be the same way. Y'all gonna remember me. Y'all gonna say, I remember Miss Cindy cried on live with her 24-year-old left. That lady crazy, but I see what she was saying. I feel her pain. Oh, what you say? Team said, don't cry, sis. I know it hurts. She's grown now. She'll always be your baby. Yes, she'll always be my baby. She gonna always be my baby. Uh, TD. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta get this right. TDW. TD. Is it TDV? No, WV. No, TDW Vlogs. I remember seeing your name the last time. Oh, Sin, I hate to see you cry, babe. My oldest is leaving for the Air Force in May, and I'm struggling real bad, man. I'm scared. I know, babe. I know. That's what I'm saying, man. And then your baby, your baby gonna be a long way away from you, huh? Yes. It's gonna be hard on you. I'm telling you right now. So get prepared. Get prepared to be strong. And I'm not strong at this moment, but I want to be strong. That's why I came to talk to y'all, vent to y'all. And I need shoulders to lean on right now. Even though, she ain't too far away, it still hurts. And imagine your baby finna go to the Air Force, girl. Oh my God. Simply Ramon said, I used to tell my mother I was never leaving her, that I would never move out her house, and she was okay with it. Then I met my husband. Yep. And you know what? My daughter and her boyfriend been together 3 years now. And I said, you know what I said? I said, I said, this boy love her. She love him. They next step, they going to get married, girl. I never thought he'll be the one to take my baby away. Damn, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because when he came into her life, I was like, okay, he a cute dude. Handsome as all get out. You know the guy be coming in when I be talking to him and stuff. He'll come in the door. He come see her. Never thought in a million years it'll ever get this. This is a serious step to move in with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all together now. And maybe they'll get married. I don't know. I hope and pray. That's my prayer for my baby to do right and get married, cause you know what God say, and it's the truth. Even though I did it, I didn't live with guys and wasn't married to them, but I prefer to be married. Then I know God smiling down on me. I always think like that. I don't want to be doing nothing I'm supposed to do, which I did. And like I always say, we're imperfect, so we're gonna do things that it's not in God's favor. But I think things will probably be better if they get married. But hey, I did it. I was young. She's young. She gonna come to a conclusion to get married. I know that's what it is. It's gonna lead up to that. And they good, both of them good kids. He 27 and she 24. So yeah, she just wants her independency. Sis, I know, team, boo. I know. And she wanna be grown. She wanna grow up like she grown. She 24. She is grown. But I still look at her like my little baby though. I still look at her like, you know. So her daddy, he texted me. He said, you talked to a twin. He called her his twin. I said, yeah, she came over here last night. He was like, how she doing? I said, good. He said, that's good. He said, she told me she was going to move, but she didn't tell me it was going to be that soon. So I was talking to her like, I said, your daddy said, uh, you told him you was going to move. She said, I know, I ain't got to tell him everything. She's so crazy. She said, I got to tell him everything. She said, I tell you everything, not him. I said, I know, but that's your daddy. She said, I mean, I'm grown, Mom. I said, yeah, you are. You are that. You most definitely grown, but we worry about you. Tim said, it's okay. I know how you feel, sis. My oldest moved out at 22 years of age, and I miss her and my grandkids. I know. Girl, just imagine if she had a baby. I'd really be missing that baby, wouldn't I? She ain't got no kids. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. She ain't got no kids for me to miss. And the lady mayor said it gets better with time. Saying, yes, I know. I be glad when the time go ahead and pass, baby, because I'm hurting right now. I'm happy go lucky right now, but I'll be sad when I get out from talking to y'all. I just gotta keep my mind occupied. Oh, this is so beautiful. You're a great mother. To hear you cry and miss her is something I wish I had felt. My mother left me when I was 14, so you're fine to miss her. Oh, for real, babe. Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, baby. Dang. And you know my heart go out to you. Yep. Green Eye Bandit said, oh, it's okay to miss her. Thank you, baby. The lady man said, you heard it in my voice when I first came on. Yep. Girl, hurt. Her hurt is a deep hurt. And she don't want to come back. It ain't, she said, it ain't that I don't want to come back because, I don't love you, Mom. She said, I just like being out on my own. Yep. Good morning, Sin. Good morning, Snuggle. What's up, babe? Hey, good morning. I ain't seen you in a minute. Good morning, Cat the Boo. I'm going back up, y'all. Latoya say, good morning, everyone. Have a great day. You too, baby. Good morning, who that? Good morning, sweetheart. Hey, babe. Hey, love. The lady man said, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, my beautiful friend. Team, good morning. The Honda, she was the second one in here. Good morning, the Honda. And team, That was the first person in here. So I read everybody message, I think, y'all. I try to, treat everybody fair and just read what everybody has to say. Shay Hay said, why she crying, girl? That's funny. Yep. Yep. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go put them towels in the dryer. I'm gonna wash the my sheets and stuff off my bed and wash dirty linens and stuff. So wait a minute. Mad Dog said this another one. Mad Dog said, "Oh, Simona, that he loved his mom. At least he know he loved. See, that's the thing. I tell Dirty every day I love him. We twinning. My hair all over my man's hair appointment tomorrow. Girl, I'm gonna put my ponytail back up. I want to go get my hair braided, but girl, my hair, it's so thin. It's so thin around the sides, and I'm scared they gonna break it on off. I want to go get it braided though. You know I'll go get it. So it's this new place I found, y'all. Well, I didn't find it. It's this girl at work. You know, I'm always copping off somebody at work as far as going to where they go get their hair done if it's nice. So she got some singlets twists. I love my singlets twists. Y'all know that. She she told me about this African place that she went to. They charged $280 for the singlets twist she got. They nice too. I said, oh, I might go there. And it's close by my house. It ain't an hour away like I had to ride almost, y'all. So I'm gonna go there. My next appointment will be there, and it probably be next week. I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. Y'all know how I am. I'm just all over the place. So I might go tomorrow, might go next week, but I'm going. So anyway, Jen say I read that. Some people don't really know how to console someone when they're sad. I try to keep that in mind. Thank you, man, dog, babe. I know that's right. Thank you, my love. You so sweet. Simply said, I love that bedroom set. You do. That's her little bedroom set she had got from I think Ross. She got that set from Ross some years ago. It lights up and everything. I said, girl, you know she a baby, right? She got the lights going around her bed. I said, oh my God. Who does that but a baby? She said, Mom, please. No. That's when she first got it. I used to tell her, I said, why you get lights around your bed? But yeah, they the little old lights that come on around the bed. And it's made like that. It's made into the bed. Into the bed. You know what I'm saying? The headboard. I said, girl, that's crazy. But yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, she left it. They got another bedroom suit. She got a big girl bedroom suit at her house. I said, okay. Well, if I have company or something, or my other daughters come, or somebody needs to stay, they'll have a bed and they'll sleep in. At least she did that, huh? I can understand that feeling of loneliness. Yes. Yes. I'm going to be so lonely without my boo. That's my boo thing right there. She'll come back to spend the night every now and then. Sis. You think so, Kiki? I sure hope so. Where she where she go to college? She ain't in college, Anthony, boo. She moved out. She ain't in college. She work. She work from home. Hey, Tracy Lynn. I ain't see. That's why I'm glad I was going back through the comment. It's people I ain't even know was in here. Hey, Tracy Lynn, boo. It's okay, Auntie. You got me crying too. Just pray the blood of Jesus over her. Love y'all. Thank you, and I will. Yes, I'm gonna say a prayer for my baby every night. You know that. Team said, yes, mad dog. Facts. I know that's right. I pray it gets better. Thank you, babe. Love you, mad dog, babe. And Christine said, you will get used to it. First, it's hard, but you have to let them go eventually. Enjoy your husband, y'all time. It will get better. Yes. I get used to it, won't I? Yeah, I know. Is she going to take her bedroom suit? No. She don't want it. She said, I'm gonna leave the bedroom suit here, Mom. She got her another one. It's bigger. I think they just wanted a king size bed or whatever. So, yeah. She FaceTime me and everything. It's nice, y'all. It's just a little one bedroom apartment, but it's so nice. Oh my God. I said, oh, it's so nice. She said, thank you, Mom. I said, you did good, boo. She did good, y'all. I can't be mad. I can't. I'm hurt, but I ain't mad. Uh, Thanks for praying for you, sis. Thank you, babe. Fuck whoever that was. I read that. Oh, I read that. I left my mother house. I left my mother house at 23 years old, and I'm her baby. And exactly. I know you her baby. Yes, ma'am. We love our kids no matter what age. Yes, me and my sons are best friends. We talk about everything. That's what I'm saying. That's how me and my baby was. And is. I'm going to still say is because I could call her and talk to her. Me and all my girls like that. As a matter of fact, we talk about everything. We talk about everything. You hear me? I'm sure you prepare. Oh, okay. I read that. Is your grandson still there? Yeah, Latoya, he still here. I ain't let him go. Oh no, he got 3 more years to be 18. No, he ain't gonna leave me right now. Girl, how I'm gonna be when he leave, y'all? Oh my God, just to think about it. I ain't gonna want him to leave neither, am I? Maybe I have a problem with abandonment, y'all. You think so? When you abandon me. I got a problem with abandonment. I don't want to be left alone. Why was saying last night, you can't live by yourself, can I? I said, nope. I don't want to be by myself. I'm getting old. Who want to be by themselves at an old age? Nobody. Who gonna take care of me? Somebody might break in and steal me. He started laughing. I told him that. I said, somebody might break in and they ain't gonna kidnap me because I ain't no kid, but they might steal me and take me with them. And then he was telling me, they'll bring you back. I said, boy, please. I know, because I'll make them bring me back. But yeah, my grandson's still here, baby. Yes, Lord. Let me see. If it's okay to cry, it's hard, but you will adjust. I know. You're not crazy, sis. You're a loving mother to your kids. Yeah, I try to be. I try to be the most wonderful, lovingest mother there is. I think I did a pretty good job. All I'm grown and gone except my boo. She is gone, ain't it? I can't say that no more. Y'all remember I used to say, all I'm gone except my baby. Oh my God. Now I can say all my kids have left the nest. Everybody gone. Now I got my grandson. That's it. Me, Walt, and Durder. That's it. Yep. But you know what? It's still gonna be the same cause she didn't really just. She always used to order out DoorDash. Her boyfriend go out. He bring her something to eat. Cause she the type she loves seafood. You know them seafood love in it, mommy. I know. Yes, it's wonderful to be. See, people don't even give it a chance. They out here to get their kids away. They hurting their kids. Man, if people can just get attached to their kids and just love on their kids, man, that's a wonderful feeling. It's the most wonderful thing in the world. It's just the love on them kids, them kids love on you. Do you have a picture of all your children together? I did. Remember I said I had did a video once before. I had pictures of me and all my kids, and I had moved in this townhouse in 2016. And when I moved, I left the pictures in the storage. In the little storage, we had a garage with a little storage room in it. And girl, it was so full of spiders and stuff in that thing, girl. I went back and I looked for them and I couldn't find my pictures. They must have threw them out when I moved. But I don't have no family pictures of us. None. We took those pictures at Sears a long time ago when even my niece was on there. Cause you know I raised my niece, I told y'all. My sister passed away and I ended up getting her daughter. So she was on a picture with us as well. But the only pictures I got was now I do have a picture where and I think I posted that picture with all my babies when they were little. All them on there. When they were little, they had the same little outfit. I used to dress my kids alike and everything. But them the only pictures I have of my kids. I don't have no pictures of us all together. All those pictures was thrown away or destroyed some kind of way. I don't have none of them. That's why I be posting all my kids' pictures when I do them little shorts and stuff. I post all of them. I show all my kids. And that's the best I can do. That's the memories I have of them when we do, they send me pictures or I get them off their Facebook page and I just put them together. Uh, it's hard though. Yeah, girl, it's so hard. It is, babe. It is. Yes, me too, sis. All I have is my kids. It's always been just us. I read that. Yep. Just because the rap, I read that. That's why I just keep I read that. I read that. I read that. I read that. I think I done read all them. Wait a minute. Okay, Nicole. I didn't read Nicole's. That's good. Uh, uh, okay, she said that's good. That's good. Let her go ahead and do that. She's always going to be your baby. My baby about to be 11 and she's so smart. Oh, that's good. And girl, watch out if she don't move out before 24. Watch how you gonna be crying and stuff. You gonna remember me. Thanks for sharing that, babe. Good morning, say hey, Bean. Have I spoke to you? Hey, my love. Hey, baby. Oh, don't cry. Oh, yeah, Bean. I was just so emotional when I first came on. I'm okay now, though. I'm okay. Uh, Earl. Is that Earl? Wrong with you? And it said, good morning, Sid. I know it's hard, but be happy for her. The love y'all have for each other will always be there. Exactly. That's right, babe. Thank you, Annie Boo. Christine said, be strong for her. I am. I'm gonna start letting her see me break down too. Cause she was like, I want expecting every reaction from you, Mom. I was like, I want to say, what you expect? But she wasn't expecting me to break down crying the way I did, I guess. I don't know, maybe did she think I wanted her to leave y'all or what? I should have asked, what did you expect? It's raining. It's raining hard, y'all. 43 in the chat, only 34 likes. Please like the video. Thank you, baby. Thank you, love. Girl, I'm already home. Oh, I read that. I missed a lot of comments. Oh my God. I'm glad I came back up because I want to read everybody comment. I love y'all. I'm going to get out of here. I got a little headache. I'm going to take me a BC. Y'all know I don't really take BCs like I used to, but I'm going to take one there because I got a little slight headache. Try to get rid of, knock it on out. I'm going to lay here for about another hour, then I'm going to get up and I need to start washing these linens off the bed and straight in my room. When I do a video later, y'all gonna see I didn't get rid of some of that junk over there. I put her mirror. She had left that mirror in her room, and she didn't want it because she said it's kind of coming apart on the side. So I got that mirror. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna put some. Y'all know I be fixing my own stuff. Like when the paint came off my headboard, I painted it over. So I'm gonna get some what you call that glue? Gorilla glue, y'all. And I'm gonna put some go. I told her I could fix the mirror for her, but she said she'll buy her another one. She want the big one. I said okay. So I'm gonna fix that mirror right there. It ain't really coming apart. It's just loose a little bit. But she didn't want to take no chance of putting it in that U-Haul. So I said okay. I fix it myself and keep it in my room. I got one in the little room in there. Y'all know that. Then I got that one. Cause I had gave her that one anyway. Anyway. Wait a minute. So Mad Dog said I opened the blinds during the day. All them lights are unnecessary. That's what I did in that little room I be in. I opened them blinds. They supposed been coming to. So a rock hit my windshield maybe 2 weeks ago, and the little thing is spreading, y'all. Right? The crack is spreading. I called this company to come out to fix my windshield. They was trying to charge me $266, which a lot of people keep telling me that it can be fixed without a whole new windshield. I was gonna get a whole new windshield, but I ordered some stuff offline. It's supposed to fix it, well, seal it up, and I'm gonna see how that works. And if that don't work, I'll call them back out here. But I canceled it this morning. I ain't feel like being bothered. Man, I said, yeah, but the standards are usually different for boys and girls. They usually have to grow up sooner and move out, where girls tend to stay for a long time. Exactly. Yes. Because my boys left before my girls, which they were older anyway, but it was like, I didn't. I won't worry. You know what I'm saying? Like I am now. Cause you worry about your girl. You have to worry about your boys too. But boys tend to, they can take care of themselves better than a girl. Cause you got to worry about them girls meeting some crazy dude and moving in with them, want to fight and take over their apartment or house or whatever. With the boys, it's like okay. I don't even remember when my son didn't grow up with me anyway. My oldest son, he grew up in California with his dad and his dad's wife. And he graduated. When he graduated, he came back down here to Memphis. But he stayed with me for a while. But that was my protector. But when he moved out, he moved out. He got his own place. He's still in the same place right now. And, he older now. He work every day, and I'm proud of him. My baby boy, he works every day. He doing good. But them girls, oh my God, you had to worry about them girls. You had to worry about your girls. Even being grown women, you just have to worry about man, it's so bad out here these days, y'all. I call and check on my kids we talk every day. Now the only one I don't talk to every day is my boys. But my girls, I talk to them every day. Every day, y'all. They gonna either send a message, text me, or call me. I ain't lying. All of them. And that's love. That's real deal Butterfield love right there. Vicky said, I wish them well too, and she have to do. Wait a minute. I wish them well too, and she have to do is all she have to do is pray about it. Exactly, Vicky. Good morning, Miss Mill. Hey, Miss Child. Hey, my baby. Good morning. Good morning, my love. Bing said, all my kids are grown and gone too. I am so lonely at times and bored. Yeah, man. Oh, I feel you. I ain't know I could be so lonely. These 4 days have been the loneliest days. And then I've been sleeping. So we usually will close and lock our bedroom door. Y'all heard that thunder? Oh my God. But now I've been sleeping with my door open. He left this morning. He said, I'm about to go. I said, okay. I looked up and I went back to sleep. I heard something, y'all, in there. Scared me so bad. I've been woke ever since. And then it was super dark in there. I'm just looking in the hallway. It scared the crap out of me. I sure heard something like a door crack. And so I got up and I walked in the room. His door was closed. I said, Dada, I said, you get up. He was like, you could tell he had been asleep hard. He said, I said, okay. And then I came back in here and I opened my door wider because we don't close it all the way up. We just have, where I can see in the hallway. But yeah, it's just lonely, y'all. It's just lonely. I'm hearing stuff. Good morning, Miss Alexis Monet. Good morning. I love your name. Good morning, babe. Wait, the 69 mean. Hold on. What the 69 mean at the end of Miss Mill? What? Why? That's the year I was born, sir. If you're mad in the gutter, get it out, because I'm not with that, okay? Thank you. And all day. Okay, feel better. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. I feel a little better since I done kind of let it out. You know, when you hold stuff in, have it bundled up inside you, it's like it want to come out and then you just full. So I let it out this morning. I did. But thank you so much for coming in, babe. Uh, Let me see. Who is it? Is it Latrina? Latrina Wakefield, good morning, beautiful. Hope all is well. I have sons and I'm constantly worried. Oh, yes, I know it, babe. We worry about our kids because we love them so much. You know what? If we didn't worry about our kids, then we'll be looking, people be looking like at their corner at us like, do they really care about their kids? Why they ain't worried? You might say, look, I ain't worried about my son. He good. No, but we gonna worry. We gonna pray and we gonna stay prayed up for our kids too. You know that. That's one thing I do. I've been praying for me and my kids forever and a day. Ever and a day. My kid be like, Mama, they'll call and say, such happened. But I'm good, Mom. And I said, you know why you're good? Because you got a praying mama. That's why you're good. God gonna watch over you because I pray for you. My son drive 18-wheelers, 2 rigs. He go to Washington, D.C., all over the world. I have to stay prayed up for my kids. That's my baby, man. That's my baby boy. My oldest son, I stay prayed up for him. All my kids. Hold on, y'all. That's dirty phone. Yeah, I stay prayed up for all my kids. So they don't never get too old to pray for. I tell you that. Of course, I love watching your live. Thank you, Miss Alexis. Thank you, my love. I sure appreciate you, babe. Which say, now this word is so hard on black men. Girl, you sure know. Oh, my God. Yes, it is. Me and the lady I was talking to yesterday, I had mentioned earlier in the video, we were just talking about how, it's just hard for our black men out here these days, man. It's real hard. That's why we have to stay prayed up too, man. And see, my son go all over the world. And then, some places are very prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? And girl, I have to stay prayed up. I'm a praying mother. I might not look like it and I might not act like. That's the reason why I had to cut back on all that drama, cussing people out and all that kind of stuff. That's not me. That's not the person I want to be. If you ask God to bless you and bless your family and your kids and watch over and, you know, surround them with, safety and blessings and stuff like that, then you have to change your ways of acting as well. How you gonna ask God to bless you and you acting a fool? No. I'm a thinker, y'all. I like to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna keep on doing all that. How long that boy phone gonna ring? Is it his? It must be his alarm. I don't know what that is. He just letting it go. Anyway, I'm gonna go in there in a few minutes and cut it off. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't want to holler his name because he in class. But anyway, but yeah, y'all, you have to just stay prayed up for your family. That's all. My grandmama always said, ask God for what you want. My prayer, I remember my grandma used to say, what do you want to do the most? I'm talking about when I was grown and I had kids. My grandma passed away. Oh, I was probably maybe 30, in my 30s or whatever. So she used to always, I said, I want to live to see my kids get grown, you know. And so nobody else, have my kids or have to take care of my kids for me. She said, ask God for it. She said, she said, he will do whatever you ask him to do. You just have to it have to come from your heart. Be sincere in what you pray about. And she used to always teach me that. And she said, if that's what you want, ask God for it. And I asked God, I said, please just let me live to see all my kids get grown. And they grown now. Now my prayer is to see all my grandkids get grown. Well, that don't nobody have to take them, and take care of them because people don't do right by your kids when you're not here. That's why people need to live to take care of their own kids. Live as long as you can anyway. Sometimes we can't control what's gonna happen. But live as long as you can. We can't avoid riding with my son started riding in the 18 wheeler with him. And he pulled up my son driving. I said, oh my God. And y'all think I'm lying. My son is 39 years old right now. Swear to God, he's been driving trucks ever since. He worked at, oh man, I'm telling you, he had two jobs working at two driving 18 wheelers. The first one sent him to school for. He got his CDLs and all that kind of stuff. But he had to work for them for 5 years. I remember him telling me that. They'll help you get everything you need, but you have to stay with them for 5 years. He did that. So he moved on to what he had now. And God only knows that boy been driving ever since he was a teenager. And he good, y'all. But guess what? I don't care how good he is. I just pray for my child. Being on them roads and then, having other, because I think they had, what you call them people in the trucks with you, they drive when, like if y'all have to go a long way, he have a second driver. You know what I'm saying? He have a second driver, so he had to go back there and go to sleep. Girl, I had to stay prayed up for my baby. You hear me? Period. I'm staying prayed up for my baby. All my kids. My son be out there. I said, I call him sometimes. What you doing? He said, man, I'm way in California, New York, Washington, D.C. I'm like, oh my God. He said, yeah, Ma. He said, I'm way out here. I said, well, how you doing? He said, I'm good. He said, I'll be home in a couple of days. I said, okay. You know, gotta stay prayed up for our kids, man. Our kids, I wish I had enough money to retire my kids. I swear to God, y'all. I would retire my children from every one of them their job. I would retire them if I had enough money. Some people get rich and don't believe in helping their kids and giving their kids money. And that's another thing. I ain't like that. I'm not like that. I'm going to help my kids. I'm going to retire my kids. You know, I'm going to make my kids' life better than mine was. I'm so unselfish, y'all. I'm so not selfish. It's like when I have money, I have to call my kids and, y'all good? You need something? That's just my heart. I'm like that. Even my family, even my friends, I help my friends and everything. If I got it, you got it. I hate seeing people hurt. And that's what's hurting us. We ain't, we just in a world where it's like it's no survival out here. You know what I'm saying? We broke. We struggling. We working, and then we only work to die. That's the crazy part. By the time I retire, it'll be death time. Then you be ready to die. You can't even enjoy the money you done made. Look at all these people out here work forever and don't even get a chance to enjoy their little money. Well, I'm a retire and I'm a travel. Some people don't even get a chance to do that. We work to just leave this earth. But anyway, I didn't talk enough. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh yes, that can be a dangerous field. I read that. Read that. I think I done read everything, y'all. Wait a minute. I didn't read this one. Yes, I asked God to constantly protect my boys and my grandsons. I know that's right. You have to. Make that a daily prayer. I do. I make mine a daily prayer. I pray for my family and my loved ones and the world because we need it. I pray for the world, baby. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I love y'all, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do my ponytail. I might wash my hair because it's gel in it. I'm gonna wash my hair and probably boil that hair, and I'll probably just redo the whole thing over so it can look nice. And I will see you guys on the next video, probably a little later. I'm gonna rest for a minute. Give me a proper hour of sleep. Get up, clean up, move around. Water be here by then. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a wonderful, what's today, y'all? Wednesday? Have a wonderful Wednesday, y'all. Love y'all.